Yo guys, I just want to make a real quick video. It was just running through my head real quick. I want to talk about vices. Um, especially within just with life in general. Life in general, but especially when you're trying to follow Christ, and especially when you are trying to do better for yourself and improve yourself. Um, Vices, you know, marijuana, alcohol. Um, I don't know, man. Those are honestly like the only two. I mean, stuff like psychedelics. I know that that's becoming a really big thing. Not in today's community, but in today's intoxication community. That one's getting tossed around a lot. But just vices in general. You know, anything that gives you that mental state of escape. Like obviously you can do natural things, like you can read or you can make something, you can draw, whatever. But I'm talking about intoxication. So just intoxication. Um, Stay away, man. Just stay away from that stuff. I'm gonna dive into my own personal experience. But before I do, I'm gonna tell you guys to stay away from that. There's nothing beneficial towards your life that comes from that. Yes, there's going to be stuff that benefits you in terms of instant gratification, but there's nothing that's going to benefit you long term with that stuff. Diving into my own experience here, I when I was 16 years old, that's when I started smoking weed, and I stopped doing that about five or 6 months ago. I think it was in May. No, it's in March. So I stopped in March. Um, I've I've never felt so good or so productive or so clear-minded. And back when I was doing that all the time, because it was every day. It was an everyday thing, like a lot every day. Um, like most of like 80% of my paycheck was going there, which was a lot because I was getting paid like every 2 weeks. I was very, like, my short-term memory was not working at all, nor my long-term. My memory in general was very bad, like very bad. It got to the point to where I could barely remember conversations I had the other day. Um, when it comes to alcohol, man, just oh my gosh, dude. I feel like, out of all the intoxications, being drunk is one of the worst ones. Especially when you're trying to follow your walk with Christ, there's one thing that you're going to have to look out for, and I'll make a video on things to watch out for. You're going to have to watch out for those little traps that the devil sets, especially when it comes to intoxication. Alcohol being one of those main things. That stuff, man, it's not good for you. It's really not. It's not good for your body. It's not good for your spirit. It's definitely not good for your mind. But dude, you need to stay away from that. One thing that I recognize is that you just become comfortable with doing nothing. You know, and it's funny because you will. Okay, you start doing it. Oh, you're having so much fun. Oh, it's you're living the life. Your day feels like a movie or a video game. It's so awesome. That's how it gets you, because you'll start doing things. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna work out while I smoke, or you know what? I'm gonna whatever, like whatever you want to do. You'll do things. You'll be productive, and then you'll slowly stop. You'll slowly stop doing things that will benefit you long term while you're doing it. It's a very seductive creature, marijuana is, man, because you just become very unproductive. You become very lazy, and the things that you do aren't things that benefit you. Like, you'll go to work, you'll come home, go to sleep. I mean, like, you'll eat. Like, that's it. Or you'll play games, or you'll watch TV, but you're not generating anything for your life. Like, you're literally just doing the bare minimum to get by. And it's like, I didn't really want to live my life like that anymore. And it's not just me, it's the people around me that I see doing that. Thankfully I don't hang out with people doing that. But it's just those very same people are still in the same rut that they've been in for the past handful of years, and they're not going anywhere. I don't want that for you guys. I want you guys, if you've never done it, don't. Stay productive. Stay on your grind. If you are doing it, please stop. Please use this video as a reminder that you have an entire life ahead of you. And if you just start right now, you can turn your future into something incredible instead of just becoming, on a very steady decline with your productivity and your creativity. Like, for real. And you just open yourself to so many things that you don't want in you, especially on your walk with Christ. You guys are going to hear me talk about spiritual warfare, like a whole bunch. I have a whole, ton of videos on that. It's a very real thing, guys. The Bible talks about this. It's very, very, very real. You have to stay sober and stay vigilant. That's one of the things it says in there, because our enemies aren't flesh and blood. It's against, evil rulers and principalities in the unseen realm, the spiritual realm. The freaking Bible talks about this, guys. I'm not playing. It's like, you have to stay sober. You have to stay productive. You have to stay on your grind, because that's how the devil gets you right there, man. He comes to you as an angel of light. Oh, it's okay, because, marijuana, it helps the body. It helps the mind. It cures PTSD. You know what else does that stuff? God. Deliverance. Deliverance heals people. Go look it up. Go look it up. There are people being delivered from PTSD. There are people being delivered from these mental illnesses and these categories of mental strains and stuff like that. Like, these people are being healed from this. You don't need intoxication chemicals to do this. So just stay away from that, guys. That's all I'm gonna say. It popped up in my mind briefly, and I was like, I should make a video on that, because that was something that very heavily infected my life. It was bad. It was really, really bad, and I didn't see it. I thought everything's fine. I'm doing good. I'm making money. That was it. That was really it. I made money and I played with crystals. So, like, there was nothing. There was nothing going for me. And I don't want that for you guys. I want you guys to be able to get in those pockets, those groove pockets where you're weaving those punches from the devil, and you're sending some back, and you're just blowing up in your life, because you're generating so much, you're creating so much, you're doing so much in your life. That's what I want for you guys. I want you guys to do incredible things in your life. I want you guys to flourish in your life. I want you guys to just do incredibly good for yourselves. Like, I want you guys to do so good for yourselves, you don't even have a regret in your life, because every decision you've made has been great for you. You've made these decisions to have a really, really good future. That's what I want for you guys. I don't want you guys to get, to drag behind. I want you guys to be different. I don't want you guys to fall in line with the world. I want you guys to do something different. I want you guys to be different. I want you guys to grow different. I want you guys to develop different. We're talking next level, man. Next level. Don't fall in line with what the world pushes nowadays. You have to be different if you want to make it. Like, real talk, man. Real talk. So yeah, I'm just gonna leave you guys with that. I'll make another. I like doing this. Like, when I get that little inspiration, that's when I'll make a video. I like that. So I'm gonna leave it here. I'm gonna leave you guys here to just kind of chew on that for a little bit. So let me know what you think. Let me know what you guys think about this not only like the style of video, but just this conversation. Let me know. So stay blessed. Stay tuned for more. Bye.